Okay, this is my review of my hammock from Easthills Outdoors. I believe I have it set up halfway decent. First time ever messing with one. Few things I would probably change. In the night I noticed that I felt like my feet were way above my head, but the straps seem to be about exactly the same, tree to tree, same height. So I am thinking next time I would lower my feet strap about 6 inches, and maybe that would make that feeling kind of go away. I do like the rain fly. Right now I have it opened up since it's beautiful weather. Just put a stick on one corner and then the tie down to the ground. In other videos I've seen where people don't understand the ties with the little turnbuckle thing on the end. They're tricky. See if I can get a shot of one there. They work great for the stake side if you're actually staking one corner down. Not so great when you're tying it to a tree. I just ended up putting the end with the little buckles, just put them on the tarp itself and then tied to the tree. Wasn't that worried about it, and you can't really tighten anything very easy when it's tied like that. You just tie it tight. But on the stake ends, where you're actually staking it to the ground, that is handy. You can just slide that turnbuckle up and tighten the line. I would do it right now, but the stakes are very, very not in very good because the ground is so loamy here. There's just nothing holding that stake hardly at all. I'm sure I'd pull the stake out before I did anything. It's been holding all night. I slept here last night. Another thing I did is when I got it up, I see that the bug net wasn't holding out quite right. And so I just grabbed a couple sticks, propped them in the guy lines on both ends. That way, when I'm sitting in there, I don't have bug net all over my face. Almost as bad as mosquitoes when you're trying to get dressed or setting up in any way, looking around. That way you have more room in there. And the next little thing, I can't imagine this being a double. It's described as a double. I would have a real hard time seeing how two people could ever fit in that. Now the underquilt is probably a single. I don't remember. I don't think I bought a double underquilt, but sure, the width of the hammock when it's laying on the ground might be wide enough for two people, real tight, but when you're hanging up, man, two people would be smashed together. It is pretty hard to imagine, but I stayed nice and warm. It got down to low 40s last night. Just about perfect weather though. Wind was minimal, if any, in the night. It's been a little bit breezier today. But, yeah, my underquilt is rated for, I think, 45. Said on it. Yeah, 45 or -7. No complaints with that. It kept me nice and warm at about low 40s. I did have a sleeping bag, just a very light sleeping bag. And I did end up putting my coat under my knees. A friend of mine recommended that I have something under my knees and try to sleep diagonal. The diagonal thing, gonna take some more practice. Every time I tried to lay diagonal, I ended up just kind of sliding back to straight, and my legs were, what do you call it, super extending your knees. So having something under your knees, like a pillow or a coat, does help a lot. And I ended up getting some sleep. But so far I'm liking it. I may even try sleeping again here tonight. Do have to work in the morning, but if I got enough of an early start, I could do it maybe. Not far from home. The straps I like a lot. Now I probably could have went around twice once I got looking at it, since I had all this leftover line here. But it's good size for big trees and small trees. I was quite impressed with that. Yeah, going around twice would have taken up some of that length. Wouldn't have had these dangles down here on both sides. About exactly 15 to 17 feet apart on the trees. And I could have gone to that bigger tree over there and had plenty of room. This was just a handier, easier to tie around. And you can see how I attached the bungees. These are bungee ropes over here that hold the bug net all the way down across there. I just looped them around the tree so they were spread apart a little, but without those sticks propping it on the hammock itself. You definitely want them. Even with them spread apart with the tree, they don't spread out enough with the weight of the bug net and everything pulling downward. Just kind of ends up coming down around you. So spreading them out like that with those sticks works great. The fly looks good yet. Like I said, it was perfect weather. Just truck camping, so I had all sorts of extra stuff here just in case I needed it, but just camping in the middle of the state lands. But so far I'm kind of liking it. Not too sore. I'm sure if I got more exercise like today, if I took a hike and stuff, I'd sleep better. I drink too much coffee. So I just kind of laid there a lot, but I wasn't too bad. And I did get some sleep. So thanks for watching.